You're way too goddamn big to not be throwing this little piece around.
Through a high-intensity boot camp offered once or twice a year.
You, right?
Yes.
Are you last?
That includes hand-to-hand combat, water hosing, and crawling across railroad tracks. The Modern Day Night Project makes a promise to men who shell out the $18,000 to attend the 3-day program. You'll become better friends, better fathers, better leaders.
They're stuck in a rut. They've lost that fire. They've lost the edge as a man. Suffering leads to those superpowers.
Instructor Steve Eckert says the suffering is just one snapshot of a program that strives for a deeper purpose.
It starts off very loud, chaotic, and violent. They're forced to fight each other. After that, they're hugging each other. They're crying.
The common thread for many attendees, he says, is a past colored by abuse and the search for some direction.
How did going through this program help you to address some of those years-long traumas?
It brought to light some of the trust issues that I have in my life.
Licensed therapist Dr. George James weighed the benefits of programs like MDK and said they're not a replacement for actual treatment.
I've had clients that have done really difficult, challenging things, from ultra marathons to tough mudder races. I think it's being able to, as a therapist, being able to have the conversation around how does this directly help you to be a better father, partner, man.
Keep going.
Since its 2019 start, the project has held 20 sessions and racked up millions of views online and plenty of questions about its purpose. In June of 2020, a participant died during a session, and his family sued for wrongful death, alleging a failure to provide necessary medical care, though the parties settled a few years later. In a follow-up interview, Eckert told NBC News he did not want to discuss the matter due to privacy and respect of an extremely unfortunate tragedy, but added there was no liability.
I knew long before I saw a picture. I knew long before I saw a picture. As soon as I first started listening to that, I said, there's something bald afoot. There is a hairless menace somehow orchestrating, and I want to take a walk, but it's too cold. When I say I have no evidence that men should be in charge of things, we're gonna take the bald and put him in a corner for a hot second. They shot themselves in the kneecaps before it even started. These are my personal opinions. I've said many times before, if anybody happens to know a responsible bald man, I have never met one. I've never met one. Here, waterboarding light to people that they say, oh yeah, like these men, they've just been traumatized. So I think the thing that they need to get themselves in order and to help them build relationships, to help them know how to create friendships, they need to walk on their backs through stone. I'm sorry, it's not even like a slab of stone. Through railroads, back walking through railroads, kind of like back scratching the way that bears do, and waterboarding light. Also, we're gonna curse you out as you do that. $18,000, and there's so much within just this clip, because they said it's $18,000 for basically an extended weekend of getting smacked around by another big, strong booga. And then they said that this will help you to be a better man and a better father. So you mean to tell me that because you are lacking direction in your life, you take $18,000 away? Because I am sure, I have no evidence of this, but my spirit tells me that most of those men have children, are married, are fathers. At least one of those. You take $18,000 away from your family to get waterboarded for funsies? I mean, of course somebody died in the midst of this. And the family's saying, oh, there wasn't adequate medical care. Yet when you're like Toys R Us torturing people in the hopes of making them become your idea of a better man, It wouldn't surprise me if you didn't have like a nurse on staff. I mean, maybe they did have a nurse on staff, but they were also recovering from getting punched in the face because they weren't man enough either. Hi, for those of you who are new here, my name is Shayna. I just woke up and I'm furious. I can't even say that I'm furious because am I surprised? No, but I am a journalist that talks a lot about decentering men and child-free living. If any of that sounds like a vibe, please like, share, and subscribe. And for all the good stuff, please go to my Patreon. Or I guess for more of the good stuff, go to my Patreon. I also have a live freelance writing masterclass. Links for that will be in the description. But I also want to circle around to something that the therapist that they brought on said, because he mentioned, oh yeah, I know people that have done Tough Mudders and have done extreme marathons, and basically, this isn't word for word, but like basically what I got from that was, oh yeah, people do like extreme things sometimes, and it helps them find themselves. It helps them dig down into that Booga sensation that they are looking for. A marathon? A Tough Mudder? As opposed to the... Y'all really trying to compare a Tough Mudder to getting tussled around, and that this is giving homoerotic in a very odd way. Like, it's high key, Grindr should be advertising here, because this is But as I have said many times, the men are lost. The men are lost. The men need help, and we obviously cannot help them. And I guess this is a version of the ways that they are trying to help themselves. Thoughts and concepts of prayers to them. Women and people with uteruses and basically all marginalized people that have the curse of being interested in men, hear me. We have so much bigger fish to fry than whatever these men are dealing with. The male loneliness epidemic is a beast of their own making that is currently eating them alive. We can't, nor should we have to, help them with a thing that they have created. A system that has consistently benefited them, that they have created, that has hurt us generationally. And this is just another manifestation of what that looks like. We have bigger fish to fry. If they want to keep doing this, we are losing our rights, left and right. We could really use men to stand in the gap with us, but no, they're spending $18,000 to get slapped in the face. I could do that for free. There are dominatrixes out there that would do this not for free. They deserve to be paid, but there are dominatrixes. I am right here. I could hold a weekend workshop where I just hire a bunch of people, a bunch of ladies, and we all just, we do this. We do this, and you will arguably leave better, because at the very least, you have talked to a woman that is trying to help you in clearly the way that you want to be helped. But no, they would rather get hosed down and punched and slapped around and medically left alone by other men and just roll up in water and touch on each other. These men have no idea what friendship is. They have no idea what community is. They have no idea what relationship is. They have no idea what safety is. They have no idea what it means to be a benefit to the immediate society that they are a part of. No. And are they trying to find it? I guess, but in the dumbest way possible. And the dating, not just the dating, women are married to these men. I don't care how single you're feeling. The dating pool is filled with nonsense like this. There are more important things, and I understand that you could be feeling low. I understand that. Just watch this video again and share it to somebody else who unfortunately might be too busy to touch grass. Please be safe out there.